sure she's safe already.
I hope so.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the weather. It's hot. It is so hot out there.
It's so
It's
summer-like.
just brutal.
Yeah, it's feeling like summer, and our highs the next couple of days, we've been saying we'll get really close to about 90 degrees, but we're staying just below there. That threshold really not quite in the forecast just yet, at least for today. We only made it to 87 for the high, 85 degrees right now, and we certainly have those summer-like kind of skies, blue skies, the big billowing cumulus clouds. Here we are looking at mainly 80s north and south of the lake. But look at Bogalusa saying 90 degrees, and Gonzales too. Again, here was the high at the airport, 87 degrees, the low this morning, 71. And 87, by the way, is right between the average and the record. The average of 83, where we're well above, but not quite at the record. In fact, several degrees to go before we were to hit that record, if we did, of 92. Our winds from the south and southeast up to about 10 or 15 miles per hour. And not a lot of rain. We knew going into this week it was just going to gradually be feeling a little bit more and more like summer without a whole lot of rain. And indeed, that's what we're seeing today for sure. Broadening our scene, though, we do have a bunch of tornado watch boxes out here in the red squares across Texas and Oklahoma. Starting to see a couple of these supercells starting to fire up across extreme North Texas and West Texas. And we are waiting for this system to move into our area. Looks like very early on Friday. We will have a severe risk. I'll show you in a second. But first, this evening, we're just dropping through the 70s with our lows near 70 degrees. And then tomorrow, we'll say 89 for now. We will see whether we actually scrape the 90-degree mark or not tomorrow. But with what we've had going, just kind of the heat and humidity, bright sunshine in the afternoons, and high pressure eventually shifting to the east of us, we should be able to warm up a good bit. So over in Raceland, for those of you joining us from Raceland, we'll have highs, I think, again, 88, 89, maybe 90. But the thing is, it has been feeling a few degrees higher if you factor in the humidity, so feeling like probably lower 90s. Tomorrow, by the way, out at Jazz Fest, looking good for locals Thursday. That can be some of my favorite days. Many of you probably heading out there tomorrow, and temperatures will be getting into the upper 80s. All the usual: sunscreen, take breaks, drink lots of water, and just kind of take it easy if you do start feeling the sun and heat, especially in the afternoon. Our precision cast showing tomorrow still dry. I started it Thursday morning. Let's move to Thursday, 7 p.m. Wrapping up your Jazz Fest on Thursday plans. And we're still looking dry, but there are some storms off to the east of us in Louisiana. Now I'm fast forwarding it through late Thursday night and early Friday. This is what we might expect. A line of showers and storms probably forming out north and sweeping in pretty fast, with maybe a couple of these turning potentially strong to severe. We have a low risk, I'll show you in a second, for maybe especially high wind gusts, but at least it's moving fast. That was at 6 a.m. by the way. Now, just wanted to say that the timing might change. It could be a little bit later than that, and the timing a little tricky right now, but it should be early in the day. So this model, the one that has it moving pretty fast and earlier, does have us by 11 o'clock pretty nice. Only a couple of showers and storms near our coast, maybe an afternoon shower or storm, but it should be much more isolated instead of a higher chance like we'd have early in the day. And then this is Saturday morning, a few clouds, but that front, which isn't a very exciting front, it's not going to cool us down, but that could be right near or just south of our coast before it kind of floats back as a warm front. Severe risk on Friday, by the way, we're at the level 2 for almost the whole area for a couple of those high wind gusts especially. Also a low end risk at this point for tornadoes or hail. We'll kind of know a little bit more in the next day or so as we see the system take shape. But I think wind gusts would be the highest threat, damaging wind gusts, and the flooding threat really low because it's going to be moving fast. So here's your Friday forecast. Morning, be ready for some showers and some thunderstorms. Lunchtime, still a chance for a couple of showers or storms. And by the afternoon, feeling nice and steamy with our temperatures rising into the middle 80s, but feeling like lower 90s. And if we do get a lot of rain, it's going to be kind of muddy out there and soggy. So rain boots might be an idea this weekend for Jazz Fest, although Saturday and Sunday do look dry but hot.
All right, Alexandra, thank you so much. Now, better hurricane protection is on the way for folks on the west side of Lake Pontchartrain. This is your first look at the West Shore Levee project. It includes